Hello everyone. So in this tutorial I'm going to basically this is a continuations of JPQL part 2. So as you know, like earlier of this one tutorial I have shown like how we are going to write the JPQL for fetching the data from the database. So as you know, actually, if you are going to use JPQL, so there are actually basically a lot of things in SQL is there, like how we are going to use the equal operator, not equal, as I was showing earlier. So those kind of thing I will like demonstrate, like how we are going to use those syntax. Okay. So before that, let me as you know, in the database we are using this product table. There is already available. It is having some records. So I will means I will demonstrate few of things, and let me like explain first of all like how we are going to use the equal means suppose in input we are getting something like name or maybe price or something, whatever field it is, so then we'll check like something like that here in the SQL where id equals to 1 for example. Okay, so that means it's a equal operator. So this is also going to use next if id not equals to 1, so how we're going to use this one, right? So this okay, so not equals to 1 means 2 3 4. So these two SQL how we are going to write over here, let's check. So here we are going to delete this one, find all product by id. Okay, and here basically we are going to pass the id over here in the using the param attributes, something like this, or else directly we can use. So here basically we need to use id p dot id equal to 1. Okay, so it will actually give us the same, it is similar to the like SQL. So what we need to do now in the product service, basically here instead of this we need to use this one. And it is not taking any parameter for the timing. I am keeping also as a commented. So now this is done. Let's start this one. Just let me do one thing. As we are doing some kind of changes, so it will automatically restart. So for that we need to use the starter dev tools. Let me add this. Spring Boot starter Spring Boot DevTools. Okay, so what it will do, it will basically it will automatically restart the applications if any changes or modification we will do. Okay, so it will start again. Okay, meantime try to fetch the data. Like what API basically do, we will try to call this find all. So it will return only id 1 because we have used this 1. Okay, now let's say if id not equals to 1, if you're going to, so the syntax is similar kind of that, not equals to. Okay, and if it is a parameter, for example something like this, so let me use this one. Let's say like this is coming as a request, so how we are going to use this one here, param, here basically we need to pass this id and then long id. Okay, and here basically instead of 1 we are going to colon id, that basically we are going to use. So that means here basically whatever the id will pass, that will except this one, everything it will return. So for example here we are going to pass this 1. Okay, so except the 1 it will pass, it will return all the all the product from this table. Okay, so ID 1 means currently we are having 4 records into the database. So except this one, it will fetch us the 3 records. Okay, it's I've already started, so it will take some time. It's already started. Okay, so let's try to fetch the data. Let's see, like 2, 3 and 4. That means it's written as the 3 records except the one. So in this way, like it is basically working. Similar fashion, we can use the like there are actually greater than equal to, then something like there are some other things also, like is null, is empty. So how we are going to is null, like p dot id is not null, means if the id is not null. For example, let's say in database we are having the name is description is empty. Okay, so we need to modify it. Let me modify. So for example, description is empty. Okay, so also we need to, okay, it's update now. Okay, so what we need to do now, we'll check dot description is not null. So if it is a not null, then it will actually basically return the 3 records. Why? Because here actually we can see the description one field is empty. So except this, it will return us the 3 records, right? So we have, what condition we have put over here? Only not null record should be fetched, right? Is not null. So let me fetch this one. You can, okay, it will return us all the things. Actually is null or is empty. Okay, so instead of the null, basically we need to use is empty, is not empty. What it is saying, cannot be, let me check. It's a kind of parsing error, so maybe I need to check like this supported in MySQL or not. So let's try with is not null. So as you can see in the database, it will start it soon. So instead of empty, it will check with the null. So in database, basically description I have updated with the null. So if we check with the not null, then it should return this 3 record, right? So what we're checking is not null, description is should not null. So like it's not null, right? So let's try to hit this one. So as you can see, only description is not null. Those record it will fetch basically. Okay. And if we try to, instead of is not null is null, then it will give us only single record, right? Because the null record is only one into the database. So see, like in database, if you see only one record is null. Now if we run this one, then it will give us only single record. Okay, so in this way basically this null and not null is basically working. Okay, now if we see like greater than or less than kind of thing, that also you can see over here. So for that the price field over here, so if we see the price is greater than uh, like or equal to 100. So as you can see, all the like price is 100. So let me update one with 200, then like 50, then like 300. Okay, so now I'm doing queries like if greater than 100, then it will basically uh, give us what output we'll get in the 100 greater than 100, this one and this one, only 2 record we will get. Okay, try to hit this one, only 1 and 2, but why it is 4? Let's check where product, where price is greater than or equal to 100. Okay, equal to, that's why. So let's remove this one, equal to. Okay, because it was equal to means it will match with this one. Okay, okay, So it should, as you can see the previous result, 100, 200 and then 300, but 50 is not here because it was less than the 100. So that's why now we have changed the query, only we are taking which are only greater than 100. Okay, now if we run this one, see it will give us only two records, 200 and 300. Okay, and if we like less than, then it will give only single record because less than 100 is only one. Okay, I think it's already start. Yeah, that one already. So these are the like few parameters. Now there are another like certain kind of thing, like suppose if we are having the description, for example, over here. Okay, test, and then similar description name, for example. Okay, then these are like mobile, and this is also a mobile. Okay, so meaning like the description is same. So how we are going to, like, if we are select kind of, as you know, the distinct operator which removes the duplicate from these projections, right? So if we want to distinct the descriptions, then it will give us the only two records, right? Something like select distinct from products, distinct description from product. So it will give us this two record, right? So using, we can also use the only, what we need to do, like here we need to use the distinct and then p dot something like description, then it will give us the same things. So for that, basically if we are going to only fetch this one two parameter, then instead of this product, it will not return the product. So instead of, we need to create some customized object so that it will map those parameter with this one, right? Something, let me show you. Distinct, okay, p, instead of p dot description. Okay, and we need to remove this where condition. Okay, let's see what it will give us. Yeah, it's expected, right? Because we are not returning all the like records, only like the description. So that's why it's not able to map those things. So that's why it's instead of the, if we return list of string, then also we need to create another method for this one. Okay, so here basically we need to create another method which will basically return find all product. It's a list of string. So for example, find all by distinct. Okay, and now we need to use in a controller. So in a controller we need to here basically create another endpoint, and here find product distinct. Okay, and also keep the name is same over here also, and instead of list of product, it will return a list of string and find all product distinct. Okay, controller is ready. Let's try this one. Okay, so in a postman we need to create like another getter API, like localhost. Okay, and instead of this we need to use this method name. Try this. As you can see, we are getting this one. Okay, so as you can see, the similar fashion we are using the distinct over here, and this is the same way we can use over here also. Okay, so this is very easy, means sometimes it is also working as like the SQL. Next, there are like another method. As we know, we are basically use sometimes for order by, right? So what is basically doing? It's basically return as the query result with an order by clause. Its definitions in JPQL is similar to the SQL. We can provide one or more entity variables attributes in the order by clause to specify we need to return as the result as ascending or the descending order. Okay, so for example, in the description section, if you see, like if we select the record over here, then you can see the test and mobile over here. So if we need those kind of the ascending or descending order, then it will give us like first mobile and then test. If we return as a like uh, kind of ascending order. Instead of name, if we see let me like for example a product a, okay, then B, then C, then D. Okay, so that I can show you the demo in a better way. Now I'm using this one, for example, uh, like here I don't need this one, or else let's create another query, find all product with order. Okay, so here basically select P from products, P order by P dot name. ASC means ascending. In ascending order, we needs output. Here instead of string, it will be return table list of products. Okay, and this method basically we need to use over here also, right? Here. Okay, so that it will give us the returns the result. So what we have done over here, we are just fetching the data from the database, order by the name and ascending. Okay, so it will give us the A, B, C and D. Let's run this one, find all, this one. As you can see, 1 2 3 4. Now instead of ascending, if we see DESC means descending. Let restarted. Okay, started already. Now if we use this one, so it will give us the data in a descending order. As you can see, D, C, B and A. Okay, so this way basically this ascending and descending order basically work. Now there is another things actually for like group by and having clause. So how you're going to, as you know, like this when we're going to some kind of the aggregate method like count, maximum, minimum, so those kind of aggregator things, so that basically we can also use some the aggregate method with having clause, sorry, in case of the group by method. So group by basically also having those kind of things that having clause. So how we are going to use the group method, so let me show you the count based on the description, group by description. Okay, so how we're going to write the SQL for this one, select ID comma name, okay, from products, group by description. Okay, so what it will return us, you can see. Okay, and ID name and count of, so that it will give us the count also, you can see. Now if we run this one, so that it will, you can understand, let me open the new tab. Okay, so what we have done here, like group by description. So if we description, so that in the test we are having a 2 product, using mobile we are having a 2 product. Here you are getting the count like this mobile and a mobile, and this count is 2. Okay, we don't need the ID because it will giving us the, it will confusing. Okay, no, see. This mobile having count 2 and this 2. So here basically you're using the count as well as grouping by. So how we are going to use this one in JPQL? In similar fashion basically you can use this one. So here you can use this one. So you just only return the only the like name, okay, or maybe count only. So like count one from product group by p dot name. Okay, let's run this one. So it will give us the count, correct? Let's run this one. Okay, okay, we need to use this count basically. Count instead of count one, count p. Distinct, find all distinct, right? Okay, let me see. Let me check. Okay, basically I was doing the wrong, like I was doing the group by means instead of description name, right? So I need to update instead of this one we need to use a description, right? Because description is the same, so that's why it was not working, as you can see over here, like description. Okay, so description but these are the like all are distinct, so that's why group by was not working. Okay, so it's seems like started. Now let's try. You can see the count is 2. Okay, so these are the like way, in this way also you can use the group by. Here also you can use the having, like group with the group by. As you know, the having clause is basically used. It's a similar kind of the where clause, and in the having we are going to use means we can like add some kind of additional conditions so that it will filter out the record. So in this way basically we are going to use those JPQL methods and other functions also. These are the like things that we can do. Another things like how we are going to, if we are going to use some like an join between two tables, so that also we can do. So for that we need to create another entity. So let me create this one. Let me create another entity over here. So for example, order is an entity. So order, and then here basically we need to create some mapping over here. Okay, and here we need to put some annotations over here. Okay, getter setter not required. Okay, so now this order table is created. Now what we'll do, like we'll try to, here basically we'll put some data over here, and then we'll like join these two tables, so that like, and then try to fetch this data from this table, so that it will like give us something. Okay, it will give us the data. So how we are going to join this one? So for that basically we are going to create from the product repository also we can fetch the data from this one. Okay, but first of all we need to insert some record over here. So, and also we need to create this table, right? So we are going to use these annotations for creating data, like update, for example. Let's see. Okay, so product is here and then orders. Okay, okay, select star from orders. It doesn't have any data. So as you can see over here, product, so we are just mapping with this one ID. Will this as you can see, order having a reference of the product table, so we need to put some data over here. Item is a test, okay, order number is 1 and product ID is 1. Okay, so that means one product ID is mapping with this. Okay, now it's having this data. So if we join with this one, then we'll get one record, one product, right? So next basically we are going to uh, use this one. uh, in product repository we are going to fetch the order. Okay, so for that basically we can create another like repository, but for the timing we are keeping the same queries over here. So we are in output will get the order details. Oh, order by here. Actually basically for joining these two table, basically we need to use join. How we are going to join? O dot product. As you can see over here, this orders table basically having a product entity, and here basically you can see we have provided the like this mapping. With this we have used this many to one annotations. With this join column is product ID. Many to one means this is having a this table having a join with this product table. If we are having the reverse, like in the product we define, then it will be a list of orders, and this one having a one to many. This particular one table having mapping with the many tables actually, but here one to many mapping means that one row in a table basically mapped with multiple row, and it meaning multiple row with one table. Okay, so that is the reference over here, and this is the like joining key with this ID. So for that basically we need to change this ID as prod underscore ID instead of, sorry, not this one. Okay, so again over here this ID is here and this is also done. How we are going to like join this one? As I was saying over here, as the pod underscore ID, so we need to change, means add this column annotations over here. Okay, so that it will the same as this. And one more things actually we need to update over here in a database. Basically we need to update this one, right? You need to update this manage column, and instead of this we need to use this ID. This is not needed. Delete this one. Save. Okay, now check this one. Okay, and orders having the pod ID reference. Okay, this is done. So next basically what we will do, we will uh, like already created the queries for joining this uh, o dot product, right? Okay, next we need to call this from here product service. Okay, so here basically we can create another method, something like find all order, find all order, and here repository find all order, find product with order. Okay, find order, that's SQL, that query is basically. Okay, we need to delete this one. and it will return actually, instead of products, it will return as the order. Okay, product service. Here basically you need to change the order, and in a controller basically you need to create another controller which will basically uh, return us all the order details. So create another endpoint over here, find all order. Okay, find all order, find all order, change this order. Okay, so this endpoint also done. Now basically we'll check like is it working fine or not. Okay, so localhost 8080 slash API slash this find all order. Now run this one. Okay, as you can see, as we are having only with one ID is mapping over there, so that's why it is returned the order details with this product details. Okay, so as you can see, for summarizing this one, this product order tables, we have created another new table, and here we have provided the mapping with these two table, product and uh, order. How we have mapped here, something like we have joined these two tables, and in a order table we have mapped this product entities as many to one, so that it will map to each other. And in this way, using the joint in a repository, we have joined these two table using this join, so that based on the ID it will basically join these two table based on this prod ID, and then it will actually fetch us all the data. So for fetching the data, we have created another in a service another method which will basically return us this thing. Okay, find all order. Okay, this method find order. So these are the things like many to one, one to many, those joins also you can use, but based on the what is the need, based on the need we can use those things. So this is all overall things about like how we are going to use the JPQL in our project, how we are going to use different types of aggregator methods, group by, and all the other things, equal, not equal, greater than, less than, all things I have demonstrated over here, and also how we are going to join these two tables, right? So there can be multiple tables, or also we can join in a single orders table having a multiple entity, so that also we can join easily in maybe 4 or 5 entities tables over there. So how we are going to join those tables? So those are very similar kind of things that we need to follow. So this is all overall things about this JPQL things. If you guys have anything, please do let me know in the comment sections. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.